Hi guys, and welcome to another tutorial. This one we're going to look at the preset manager and how we can re-record different presets so they're mapped differently on the Zone MIDI controller. This is something that can come in quite useful. Obviously, with some of the new game shows and things like that, they have specific stings that it can be quite useful to map them onto the pad if you want to use them just at the touch of a button. So firstly, one thing we need to go into is the preset manager window. So this is how I have my windows set up for re-recording presets. It seems to be the fastest way to get things in and out, basically. So on the left hand side I have my engine, as I normally would, and then on the right hand side I have the preset manager also open. At the bottom I have my HIPPO overview, so I can bring in new presets quite quickly. But this I've found working over the past couple of months seems to be the fastest way to re-record presets quickly and efficiently. So as you'll see on the right hand side, we have all of our different presets, and as you know, these all correspond to the MIDI pad. So for example, the i5 Live Tuck, which is in the bottom left hand corner, is located here on your preset manager. So you'll see now that I've clicked on the i5 Live Tuck, it's then playing within the engine, and we actually have what our preset is doing. So say for example we wanted to make a change to one of the presets. If you click on the preset, correcting, for example, and then say you wanted to loop that and re-record it, you would click your correcting. Obviously we know that the correcting only ever alters layer 6. So we move on to the layer 6 window. And as you can see, in the playhead, it's set to play forward. Whereas if we want to change it and set it to play looped, we change it to loop. We then move back to our preset window, and this is at this moment we will be recording it back to the preset manager. So we have it set up exactly how we want it. We then hit record, and then on the right hand side these boxes will all go orange. This basically indicates which layers are going to be recorded. And we know that the correcting, we only want that to be recorded to layer 6. So we get rid of 5, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So this just determines that we're only recording to layer 6. We're only recording what is active within layer 6. So now that's armed, you then click where you want to record it. So we want to re-record over the top of the correcting. This will bring up the window of replace preset. Are you sure you want to replace the preset on slot 13? Yes, we do. This will then re-record it. So now, if we reset layer 6, every time we press the button on the MIDI pad, preset 13, which we know is the correcting, it will play looped. And we can see that here. So now we know that we don't want the correcting looped, we'll re-record it back at how it needs to be. So we're on layer 6, play ahead, we only ever want that to play forward. So we click forward on the playhead, hit record. We only want layer 6 to record. Layer 6, click on preset 13. Yes, we do want to replace that preset slot. It will then re-record over the top. And then at this point, just for convention, we will name it. So you right click, edit, We will name that correct ting. So as you'll notice, there's a different preset manager for different game shows. All this correlates to is I've re-recorded different presets to have different game show tuck music within them. So on layer 1, as we know, tuck music always responds to layer 1. And tuck music's generally always kept at 30% value, as we have the monitors in pre-fade, so we don't want it blaring on stage. It's actually quite important to keep the value at 30%. A lot of the questions within the game show are audio questions, and they're going to be at 100% value on a separate layer. And we want the questions to be as clear as possible on stage. When you've got contestants up there, you've got your presenter up there, you've also got the entertainers up there, it's absolutely essential that they can hear the audio questions, or the game show will become null and void. So this is why we keep it at 30%. So this preset manager relates to Epic Game Show. So we have on layer 1 specific tuck music for Epic Game Show, which is the A-Team theme music. So if we wanted to change that tuck music to be anything else for a different game show, we would find the piece of media that we wanted to re-record. Say, for example, like it is in 90s, it'd be Blind Date, which is located in Media Bank 44, DMX address 35. We then click. Everything's cool, it's on loop. You can actually record the in points and out points to be different if you need to be. So that's perfect. We then hit record. We only want to actually record layer 1. So we select layer 1, hit game show tuck, and yes, we do want to replace that. And that will change the game show tuck music. So if we reset the layer, every time we hit preset 27, which is located in the bottom right hand corner of the MIDI pad, it'll play Blind Date. So that's basically re-recording the preset manager to alter the buttons on the MIDI zone controller. One thing that has become apparent is importing the preset managers. As I've said, we have different preset managers for different game shows, but there is a certain way that you do need to import these. If you right-click on the preset manager, go to Import, locate the files that you require, and they are in Zookeeper Backups Preset Manager, Groovy Movie. This will then bring up a window regarding import options, different variations of how you actually want to import the media into the Raccoon. There's one key fundamental that we do need to change within these options, and that is that we don't want to append all presets after existing ones. We actually want to delete existing presets. This will delete all of the presets and then reinstate all the new ones with the correct indexes. It's very important that the indexes match up, or it won't correlate to the right button indexes within the Zone MIDI controller. So this will take roughly 10 seconds to import, as it's actually wiping all of the media manager, all of the preset manager, sorry, and then re-importing again with all of the new presets.